Hi, I'm Kevin French from Core Wealth. Let's have a look at some of the things that made the news headlines in February 2025. Tit for tariff. That's what we're seeing around the world as Trump imposes tariffs like he did on China, a 10% tariff and another 10% levy. China retaliated by imposing 10% tariffs on agricultural and energy imports into China. Canada and Mexico have also had tariffs of 25% imposed on them in a bid to try and get them to control the drugs that are coming across the borders from their countries into the US. The European equity markets are really running strongly after years of quite mediocre performance. This has been driven by investor sentiment improving, attractive valuations, companies delivering some really good earnings, and potential intervention from the European Central Bank to try and stimulate the economies there. On the back of this, we've now seen 10 weeks of positive returns in a row from the European equity markets. The honeymoon period is over for the new president in the US, and with all these tit for tats on the tariff side of things, there's a lot of uncertainty happening. Most recently, the Consumer Confidence Index was down in the US. Equity markets are down. Inflation is starting to or raise its head again, and this could mean a delay in further interest rate cuts in the US. All things that the consumer is not too happy about. February saw South Africa being under a lot of scrutiny, both globally but particularly from the US. This was on the back of the land expropriation bill being signed by the president. Our budget was delayed because the finance minister was going to propose a 2% VAT increase, which most parties in Parliament were not happy with. And so it was a really noisy month. There was aid that was being cut by the US that previously would have come to South Africa. All negatives during the month. The interesting fact, though, is that our stock market was flat for the month, and the rand, usually a quick reactor to any sentiment, was actually slightly positive against the dollar in the month of February. If you found any of this interesting, please go and watch the full monthly wrap-up on our YouTube channel.